Hey y'all, how you doing? It's been a while since I last was here. Oh, good way to put it, man. The sad trombone, because it is. I mean, it was good and bad. We had a death in the family, and the lead up to that, so that was part of why I was missing. And then, of course, the good was I was busy with another anime con. Really busy. Like my last time out, running the organizing, coordinating, whatever the art, the Stallion event room, and being the lead on that because I'm retiring after 10 years of this. I loved every minute of it, but it was a lot, and I have to kind of I got too much going on, so I'm backing down on a couple little aspects. But how you doing, say artist? Have you recovered from the con? I'm not 100% sure I have. Let's see. Swarthy flesh. I'm also looking for colors for Scanlan. I'm painting him a little more tanned. You know what? Let me hear that last song. I actually like that last song. Come on. I can't go back to it? Well, boo. I want to go back to this. Anyways. How are people? I see there are people popping in. How are people? Welcome to the tavern. It's great to be back open and in business. Um, AC was pretty good. Did well. You know it's kind of remarkable. You're typing. Are you a ghost? That was how I felt after AAC. Honestly, I was freaking tired at the beginning of this week, and I need a pokey toolist. I'm gonna assume I heard that the person I usually raid into, Mr. Baldy, has a thing today. He says his neighborhood barbecue. So we covered the con. We covered from the horrific site I saw Wednesday. But that is a story for. Are you sure that's not a story for here? Alright, come on. Get out. Try to put some paint on my palette. So, because he's kind of swarthy, I'm using swarthy flesh. Skin man. And again, I'd say all the characters ever been portrayed on anything a Critical Role are all pretty damn legendary, so. But this one is the one who is truly a legend in his own mind. Oh, you know what? I have to have water. Urgh. I put my paint where my water goes. That's smart. Okay, yeah, but it's a bad story. I know you're going to sarcastic times. This one isn't one of those times. I mean, I can think of some horrific sights, like a really bad auto accident. That's pretty friggin' bad. Or something that happened last night. Hey! How's it going? I'm back. That's how it's going. I'm here, which is good. Um, I said it was such a mixed bag over the last week because we had, we unfortunately had a death in the family. I'll give you the bad first. So my mother-in-law, or rather, my husband's stepmother, She was definitely one of my mother-in-laws. I have two mother-in-laws, and they're both wonderful people. So, unfortunately, we lost one. She made it to 86. Oh no. Motorcycle is guardrail. Or versus guardrail. Oh no. Yeah, that's a pretty bad. That's what I was thinking. Is like, okay, so it's either an auto accident or really horrific, like something involving an animal. Are the two things I can think, obvious things I come up with. Yeah. No, that sucks. Actually, do you remember? If you're from around New Hampshire, you might remember this case. So, do you remember that it was like a group of like 7 motorcycle riders that ended up getting hit? And I forget how many died. That was pretty bad. And no, I'm being just serious. No, my husband came upon that one. I think he was a witness. He actually saw it happen. And I'm going, oh God. So, I think I saw, as I said, motorcycles just, those accidents are the worst. I need to see something. It's gonna. Yeah, that one. Yeah, Joe saw it. Hi, John the Templar. Yeah, let's start out strong by talking about some horribly depressing stuff. But yeah, no, Joe actually witnessed that, and oh man, yeah, no, it was upsetting, so to say the least. So I feel for you saying this. That is pretty. Seeing that at all, it's just sucks. So I'm sorry for the family, whoever that was, too. People need to stop dying right now. Oh man, it was a tough week. Um, yeah, I want to check something on this. All right, so I'm gonna go to where's my internet? Internet. I'm gonna go on the internet. I'm not gonna share this. I'm just looking quickly for. Oh. I'm trying to figure out what the deal is with his face. I think that is a lip. Like, I see somebody painted here, and they made it his face. Let's see. That is his lip, but that doesn't look like they really painted it as his lip. I think I will. Oh no, that's right, Allie. You're going to ReaperCon. Oh no. Panic painting! I don't remember if I used that term first or you came up with that on your own, but that is something I have said. That's usually what my state before a big con. You know what? It's lovely. I don't have to do that right now. However, you know what you should have done, Allie? You should have painted your competition one for the, for a little competition. And, so you could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Coming soon on this channel. Coming soon on this channel will be my entry for this year's Masters of Mini Painting Invitational at Tolocon. I also need to see if There's a certain really good painter who's lurking around Massachusetts now. And I'm half tempted to invite her to see if she'll do it. And then she'll just wipe the floor with all of us. I used to said that though when I invited Mr. Shaw. Life has been something. That's true. It really has. Life can stop being that something. I heard that. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate. Oh, thank you, John, for the gifted sub to Pete the Hydrator. You know what? I tried making that look like his ear, but that's not his ear. His ear must be covered over. So today, we're finally back to some sense of normalcy. I took kind of this week off from things, and I'm gonna kind of start picking stuff back up. I said AAC was a lot. I am very grateful to my 3 assistants. Some have been helping me for years. This one person that was brand new, but she's going to be taking over. My job at AAC is now going to 3 people. I kept saying it's gone. I don't know what that says, but basically my job was to coordinate all the artists and vendors. So, you know, send them emails, deal with logistics, deal with vetting the artists. The vendors, pretty much I just go from a list of people we use. They're just kind of grandfathered in. So I have to do the maps, figure out where they all go, very carefully curate it all, and then be in charge of, you know, solving all the problems at the con, if there are any. There were a few, but it wasn't too bad. I put together that room, and I still to this day can't believe I've done that for like 10 years. Oh. Is his chest exposed? Oh, his chest is exposed. Shoot. Alright, well I need to grab my shadow color then. Which is Ready Flash. So glad to see you, Alley Cat. It's been a while. I actually do have a couple weekends off where I'm not going to be doing any painting on Sundays or whatnot. The next time will be in September. Oh, thank you again, John the Templar. Okay, so this is actually all part of his. This is his chest. Of course, he would expose his chest. But I do have several cons coming up that I need to deal with things, certain aspects of them. First and foremost, again, get in touch with the person in charge of Camp Anime, who's actually one of my vendors as well, because they run a con. called Lily Camp Anime, and it's at a camp. I said, hey, do you want me to come and run this there? And he said, yeah. So I have to now actually submit a little blurb. Repercussions be what they are, and I'm trying not to stress over it. That's... So, Alleycat, pick one. Alright, just finish this, but pick one to try to do, like, really well. I want you to put something... Or, you know what? Put in a piece you really like that you did in the past, that you put, like, proper time and such in it, and see how it does. You don't have to... granted, it's, supposedly your best work is your newest work, although... Where I bounce back and forth between competition and that, it doesn't always work like that for me, but... But if you remember, the piece that scored my gold medal was... it was the Frost Giant, which I painted for TotalCon. Okay. Now I need a highlight. So where's... Tan skin, I think is my highlight. It's not that highlighty. Is that that? Anyway, once I'm done with good old Scanlan, I try to put how... I had to bring Percival with me. But once I'm done with Scanlan, I will finally be done with the entire Legend of Vox Machina crew, or Vox Machina crew. He's got some interesting details on him. Especially on the pants. There's like little checks in there. His favorite color is the same as mine. I also have something I want to paint to go with him. I have an accompanying piece from Reaper that I want to paint to go with them. I don't know, but my thing is, it's not family friendly. I could actually go look at the hands, but I do have, of course, the disapproving hand from Reaper, which of course is the middle finger. So I think it'd be funny to do. I wanted to do either purple or magenta. I've got two of them. What did I do with it? They were both kicking around my table. One is on my desk. It's unpainted. But this second one that I was going to paint for work. It was kicking around here for a while. I think it still is. My desk kind of needs some love right now. I might want to take a dark color too, and so define his fingers. So how are you all? What are you all up to? So Allie said she's panic painting. I know the feeling. Although, I'll say this. I actually did get one of my Adepticon pieces done literally in a week, and I still don't know how I did it. And it looked good. It did win, but I didn't think it would. Even if I spent, like, more hours on it, I don't think it would have, because all they did was a top 3. One thing I like about ReaperCon, it is about how you rank. Brighten that a little more. Looks like he's got a vest, which I believe is purple. Did I do any classes? Okay, yes I did, but it's likely if you actually didn't sign up, then I don't know, there might not be much left. I always usually do classes and I usually sign up for them right when it goes live so I can make sure I get the ones I want. And then because they can go really, like the popular ones can go really fast. So if I, get them in the first 5 minutes, usually I'm good. Hey, Jill Tip! But you can always see, actually, I think I picked up right towards the end, because I decided to let it go to fate. I picked up one where it was like you could build your own Poke tool. So I picked that up towards the end. I think there was one slot. Well, if somebody took the slot and then somebody dropped out, and it was like, oh, it must be meant for me. So then I took it. Occasionally people do drop out. So you can always try to pick up a class that way. They're worth it. I think they're worth it, especially if you want to improve on what you do. I think they're fun. How goes it? Well, I'm here, so that's a good thing. Hooper! Oh my gosh, people are coming in. This is great. I have 13 of you. I need to maybe take more time off, and I'll get more of you to show up on a Saturday. No, and no Baldy today too. Everything okay. So everything right now is better. I've been away. I've said I had like a hiatus. The good, so it was bad and good. A real mixed bag of stuff that kept me away from my stream. The bad was we had a death in the family. My husband's stepmother, or my mother-in-law, one of my mother-in-laws, who was just the most wonderful lady you can imagine. You can imagine. Always happy, always had a smile on her face, always made you feel welcome. She spent her life, her job was, or career rather, she was in the banquet industry. So she worked at the Sheridan Ferncroft as one of the waitresses, that serves you food during weddings, but she also sets up the table. She knew how to fold napkins 100 ways. But I said, there were times I said, she missed her calling, which she should have been an interior decorator, because she was amazing at her eye for color. She would have been good at this probably. Her eye for color and such was phenomenal, and I love her style. So, just a wonderful, wonderful person, and she will be very, very missed. Joe has 5 step siblings that they're all good people. So yeah, she was the best, and I feel for my father-in-law. They were practically inseparable. But he has a lot of friends, and of course, all of us, all the kid, his stepchildren, and us, and he's been too busy, I think, I told Joe, I'm like, I don't think the problem is like he's gonna be lonely. I think the problem is we're never gonna get to see him because he's always gonna be busy with somebody else. So, although we have to go out to dinner. All right, I want to grab all my like really good dark browns. I think I put in my case, my handy case. Yeah, so that was the bad. I do post. Was posting on my in Discord, by the way, in the announcement section and whatnot, and I did post the thing about what was going on. That was the bad. The good was I also, in between all that. Oh yeah, the reason why I also was fairly extended. It wasn't just going to a funeral. We went to the hospital when she had a stroke, and we ended up at the hospital. Basically waiting for the inevitable to happen. She had Alzheimer's, and she had a stroke, and basically the stroke. Sometimes you hear it can take out just like an arm or a leg or something. No, it took out her entire right side, and they're like, she's 86. She had a wonderful life. Her memory is gone. She's at the point now where it would have been it was starting to get hard for her to function. So the timing wasn't. If the timing is ever good, which it never is for us, but I think for her it was good. But and truth be told, it was such a she was she wasn't in any pain. She was very much at peace. And in fact, the reality is, it looked like she was sleeping. I mean, she actually was snoring. It was like all I can think of was like she's taking a nap after dinner, on the couch. So, oh come on, Pokey Tool. All right, guess I'm gonna have to poke the other way because it's not poking very well. Whenever I can't get out, I take the little dropper bottle off. Try to find where's the thing? Oh, there is. And poke it the other way. So I poke this way. That usually clears out. Oh, that's funny. It didn't really give me a big, huge honking clog. And then let me clean my fingers to a degree. I'm a painter. I get paint on my fingers all the time. I'm using a little black and brown to do little defining points. Maybe I'll mix some of the. Oh, actually, that color's pretty strong. The ruddy flesh, which was my shadow color, I'm mixing a little bit into this. I'm gonna define his fingers. Add some shadowing. And then, although this one's a little bit better, but I think I'm going to define this too to keep it consistent. Consistency does matter on a model. Add some little shadow lines here and there. whoops, wrong section. I'm taking for the paint from the actual section. I want the paint from... Alright, so... I don't think I'll highlight around the bottom of his lip, but I'll do the top. Mostly want to do this kind of around the hair. Maybe define his ear a little bit. Actually, I don't know if that's a... I think he's got a hat. Wait a minute, he's got a hat. He does have a ponytail, but I believe he's got a hat. Which I can confirm by looking at the model. And let's define his chest a little more. Ah, now he pops a bit. I like the stuff around the eyes and his nose and such already, so... Let me put a little around the lip. I wasn't gonna do it. I don't want to make him too liney, but... I think if I'm careful... Right. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some lip color. Okay, so... I lived in the vendor hall, so yeah, so that answers question. That's right, you asked what to bring. I was in the vendor hall for like half a day, class for half a day. Alright, so my whole strategy in class is I only take one a day. I don't take like 20. First of all, I want to let people have, but secondly, I want to let what I learned absorb. Give yourself time. Do go and do some of the fun things. Do like the Sophie's. Do what they call the shenanigans. What the hell is that called? Is it Sophie's shenanigans? All I know is it's a whole day of speed painting events with twists, and they are the most fun. It's just the most fun to do there. They do have Reaper Bucks for prizes. They do have some games you can play. If you want to play games, hanging out at the tables where you can just hang out and paint. That's always an option too. If you didn't take the studio tour, however, I believe if it's like last year, you're going to need to get an Uber or something to get there to this factory. But it was worth it. It was so 100% worth it. I look forward to going back. I want to go back someday, definitely. I think once I get by next year, I'm going to look and see. It's probably Adepticon then. Drag a gravy so we can have a car. Wait, I want to abuse this last year. We saw each other for like 5 or 7% of the time. Yeah, that's because Well, you took like 5,000 paint, classes, so we saw each other. I think we have meals and such. There's a bunch of places to eat around there that are pretty good. But yeah, my strategy is always take one class a day. Plus, the Adepticon was way worse than cost for classes. Are you actually driving to ReaperCon? Use a pink. Ooh, why is my lip pink all weird? That doesn't sound great, and I'm wondering why. Reaper paints don't usually go bad either. Although, I do have my 2.0s somewhere. What do I do with them? I have my 2.0s. I should use them. Oh, I think they're on the floor here. I have to pop them out. Nope, my lip pink is fine. It's like, I've seen like that happen when your paints get separated if they get frozen. I'm like, I don't recall freezing my paints. I left them in like this one. I didn't even leave in my car. It's slightly darker color, but I took a little of the shadow color and mixed it in. I keep looking at his eyes. I think I need to fix them. And I'm afraid to touch them in one hand, but he almost looks a little too angry. Because I think the tops of them need a little bit, the pupils need a little more at the top. They're a little too skinny. Cookie tool time. I miss Baldy. Although, because I know he's a huge fan of Pokey Tool time. But I know he's having fun today, so that's a good thing. 1:17. Okay, so 45 minutes. Hey, guys, those of you especially on my Discord, or if you're just a visitor, it is show and tell Saturday. Post your work. Alley Catch post her Reaper work in progresses. God damn. That looks okay. That'll be better. I just need to see if I could make the pupils a tiny bit larger. That's a little too whiny. I'm just sort of fine-tuning some of these little skin tones. All right. Now, let's go back. I'm going to go back to my Scanlan sample. His teeth are actually showing. Alright, he definitely has a hat. I also want to look up something. I want to see what the one from Legend, what he was wearing in. What does he look like on the... map if I figure out how to spell Vox Machina. He doesn't have the hat in that. Alright, so... So, yeah, I think his teeth actually are showing. So, I need my bone colors. Right here. That's... They always tell there's certain colors I really like. You can actually kind of make out his teeth in there. I mean, they're very small, but... trying to lightly hit it so that... Okay, I might need to be a little more than that. I want to see it to show, but I want us to see a little space between them. And I will neaten this up. This is like... We did this again too with the pink. I do want some tooth in there. As I said, I'll neaten it up after. Just can't see it. I'm gonna try something. Where's my... I want my optivisors. This thing is so small, I can't see very well. Ugh. I'm gonna take these off for a sec. I'm a total nerd, damn. Oh, maybe it does. Okay, I can see it a little better now. This all the way down here is to his teeth. Seeing is half the battle when it comes to this hobby. So make sure you can. Seems like so much straightforward advice, but... Once I take these off, I'll be able to see chat again, too. Right now, I cannot see chat with these on. Okay, that's better. So now I'm going to try shadowing it a little more. Oh, put pink to the top of his lip too. All right. I now think I'm actually on the right track. With his mouth. I can see his teeth. All right. Now I'm going to go a little more complicated on his actual outfit. Hold on one sec. Oh, my neighbors are banging something into a wall or something. I mean, they're not super loud, but they are. Alright. Let me pop back to the Twitch stream. Oh, hi, Bert! Bert is the best doggo. I love Bert. He is so adorable. Is Bert behaving himself now? Hmm? Bert's awesome. So I think he's got some bangs in the front. I took that off, and that's probably a mistake because I now realize. There's a couple little teeth here that I think ended up pink. Okay, now he looks happier. Only when there is no counters. Oh, when he's good? Oh, is he still trying to crawl up on counters or things? Okay, so let me see something. I need to see something else here. On the beret. So his hat is raspberry colored. I don't even remember seeing it. So it should be raspberry colored, not. I know. Slowly, little by little, I'm slowly getting to his hair. I thought I remembered that they made a joke about the raspberry beret. He's like 6. I love him to death. He's so cute, and he's so like he's short hair, but he's so soft. It's amazing. All right. I'm going to start his hair and start working on that part. So he's got like dark brown hair. So I'm going to start with this black and brown. So his hair puffs out of the front of this beret. I can actually make out where. And he's got like sideburns or mutton chops. I think that there is also part of his hair. He doesn't have a lot of, I put like eyebrows on, but he doesn't have a lot of friggin' space for eyebrows. And then he's here. So he's got a little ponytail coming out of the beret. Okay. So, Gel Tip. He's still not a cuddler. Well, eventually, maybe. So, Gel Tip, you haven't started your thing yet. You have. You has returned. So, Gel Tip, have you started your piece yet? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. Oh, man. Okay. I need some other colors for this here. What have I got? I don't have a lot of browns right now. I have some. Let's see. I was wondering if I should have actually started with black, because it's very dark. Maybe I'll go with some black. Make it stand out a little more. And I'll put browns, because it's actually very dark brown. So I start out with black. I'll shadow it. So, you have the color scheme. Well, that's good. That means you're a step in front of me. I think I'm gonna make her pretty. Okay, now. I haven't really even started planning. I can guarantee there'll probably be purple in there. Actually, I could look at some of my tooth and coat stuff because I don't believe I have browns with me. Yes, I'm talking about the total comp piece. I have to glue her together, but actually I might not glue her totally together. I might leave I might put her on the base. I don't think that's gonna hurt anything. But I'm definitely gonna leave the sword off until the end. So she's pretty sure they're air, right? But no, I don't have any of it glued in yet. She's just all this beautiful... These are birds, though. It's like owls. But I definitely want to make her pretty. She's sort of a seductress. Maybe I'll go darker skinned. I don't know. She's got a big, huge mole line in the back that I'll have to take out. Now, my pieces sort of do double duty for like competition too, like for ReaperCon competition. I'm gonna be very careful about making sure I try to take all that stuff out. All right, I'm looking for some other brands. I have to build. I can't think of it. I need to build some more. Put some more paint racks up, so I can put my 200 or sorry, my 100 new paints up there. I only did the 100. I didn't do the 200. You haven't done shit. That's what I've surmised. You planned, which is more than what I can say I've done. I haven't even planned yet. But I don't usually. I might go hunt for inspiration, but... His hair's curling up. So I got about, I think I have one or two more pieces. I suppose I could try to do something during October for Halloween or October. I need some for the back. Okay. Now I'm gonna go lighter. I pick one of the skin tones. Skin tones are fairly brownish, so they actually work as like highlights. They tend to be a fairly reddish brown, which I think works for this. Otherwise, I mean, let's see, what else have I got up here? Cerberus brown. Oh, let's see. Come on, you know what? Oh, this is getting tough. It's getting tough. I'm gonna try Cerberus brown. That's something maybe a little less. I put the other one out. It's like, it's a little reddish. How about put out something that's a little more blondish? We'll see. All right, so I'll start after the wedding on Labor Day. Okay, that means you'll probably be starting her earlier than me. I'm gonna get through Scanlan, and I think at some point, amongst all the stuff that I'm doing, for cons and things like that, I also might try to shoot Ron Hawkins an email saying, I still owe you a piece. What do you want? My paint just not. Oh, I like it, but it's not blending in. Right, where was that color? I think I want to shake it more. I shook it for a while too. Yeah, you won't, because you're never going to be done. There's no such thing as done until you call it done, and you're just never going to call it done. I know you. You will never like it. You will, and you just won't say, well, it's not done, even though it's definitely done. the one I poured out, but yet I guess I didn't shake it enough. It's more yellow. Yeah, at the very least, I really want to finish the hair on this, although I'm pretty sure. Don't forget, guys, it's almost show and tell time, so if you have anything you wish to share, you know what, Mr. Jail Tip, I know you've been streaming. You gotta have something to share. I don't know if I like what I'm doing here. Oh, who are there? Shanur! There you are! Where you been? Oh my god, Sanis, did you share your, did you share the stuff you did for me? Now you can share it. I did actually snag one of each of the minis. All the minis are gone. I hope Lisa got hers. But basically, all of the big ones went. All the big minis went. I mean, I was sold out. But I know had a few people dropped. So I had at least 40 people. And I'm pretty sure more than that. And, then I took the leftovers of the small ones and I handed them out to staff. I actually didn't do what I usually do, which is hand them to the guests, but I had well more than... But this year they went to staff. And they wanted them, so I need to paint one. Actually paint the minis that you do. Sadly, the one I never really... I have it here, but I have to figure out a way to deal with the fact that his sword is broken, which was the pirate one. Probably should have done a big friggin' thick rapier. Alright, try this again. And then I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I gotta call it here. It's 2. Is therefore time for show and tell. Notice I didn't put my light on above my head. I know what's wrong. It's too light. Okay, that's a little bit. I mean, it's funny. I like it, but I don't. It's like it's too much. I want it to be bright. Okay, that's better. I think it also might need to be a little blended in on some of these spots. So some of my too thin coats are really thin. Okay, that looks better. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there. Thank you, Shinner. Thanks for the gifted sub. Thanks for the regular sub. Oh my gosh, you know what? I failed because it's been a while since I did this, and I appreciate it. I need to. You know, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna leave my time. Maybe I'll leave my time wrong. So let's say, first of all, to all of you subbed, here's a little applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciated it. All right, let's actually get to. Let me leave the stream up. Oh, I know why. Oh yeah, I also need to trade out classes so I can actually see. You know, when I started the stream, I didn't need to do this. Let's open up Discord. Scooch that over. Somebody posted in them. Oh no, because that's the last place I was. So yeah, we have the monthly challenge. Let's go to this and then turn on display capture and then close that down. See, that's where I left off. Okay, we're gonna start with 3D printing. Yes, and this was the last one. These girls in their silly view. So that's apparently him wrapping the bodies up to take to the con so that they don't get scratched. Make sure I scooch this over. Okay, let's actually get to the fun part though. Did you find a cosplayer of one of them and get a photo with them and that's what you shared? That's awesome. So yeah, this year, for AAC, it was the K-pop Demon Hunters. They came out really good. That's the red carpet too. So she matches really well with your figure. They came out really good. Awesome job, Sionis, and thank you again. I'm pretty sure that nothing else, the statues were a big hit, because they always are. Look forward to see what you get. Oh, I will have to figure out what the theme is for next year. Maybe I'll post it, ask in the Discord, but, or you can ask in the Discord, you're on there. They came out so good. Funny thing is, I actually have a K-pop Demon Hunters figure. Alright, work in progress. I'm just gonna believe that this is where I left off. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Shabu's work on this piece. Hinako, glint of deep for next Monday. For their painting contest, I'm sure that. Okay, so to give a little context, this is a little work in progress of that figure. It's an interesting figure. That's a cool fig. I actually would have really fun painting this. I think this is my favorite angle. You don't really get to see her face. So, as Tavern Twin Lands, I've been trying out an orc from the Armageddon box. What? Nerdy Tokyo is actually doing the checks. I do have this box too. Maybe during game tonight, I'll actually sit there and maybe put some stuff together. If I feel up to it. More up to it than I was. I gotta walk off to the grocery store. Alright, Jill Tip. I'll have to figure out. After Adepticon was months ago. Nicely, that's really good. That's really cool. You did a nice job on this. Checks are. If you notice, I haven't avoided painting checks. At some point, I'm gonna need to put one of my orcs with some checks on it. I really like it though. I like the green color too of his skin. I've been going more bright though. But I really like that his choices. Alright, so some more. Alright, so this is how it's evolving. I'm wondering what she's harvesting. Is it the seaweed or is she trying to go for a pearl? I also like in the sculpt, I really like the way this rope comes about. Alright. Hey guys, somebody else got to post on him. Let's go to this evolution. That is such a cool model. Actually, it's kind of neat. It almost looks like the sunlight coming down in through that's filtered through water. That's really neat. Yeah, he's got the ripple effect. Oh man, that's... It really does look that really looks the part. Especially on her skin. Weeks later, and this is the state of play. Oh, is it cool? Yeah, he's got a whole blue and orange Tau set. Very nice. Coming out really good. Mavericks Dragon outside last is such a good be OSL and edge highlights. Cool. Okay, I love this model from Alley Cat. I love the model. Moonlight Mini. Oh no, those are Quantum Minis, sorry. Yeah, these two are Quantum Minis. I meant that. I actually really want to do this one. Miss Sugar. I wonder if Allie should bring that. Oh, if Alley Cat's not doing it, Alley Cat should bring that to ReaperCon and enter the Moonlight Minis. I'm pretty sure it'll do really well. And Milkbeard. That's a plan. Yeah, they're coming out good. I will say this. I think I like Miss Sugar better than I like Cheshire Cat. I'm sorry, Captain Milkbeard. Maybe just enter Sugar. Like, Miss Sugar. I think what it is like on the back of the jacket. It's just too plain. And then what was Cheshire Cat? You got a cat theme going here. I like that. I really like the color, like the yellow highlighting on the purple. And magenta's there. I think that looks really cool. Yeah, Sugar, yeah, I figured Sugar is further along. I would say, forget the diorama. Just develop Sugar because she is further along and you don't have much time. But sugar is really well is really good now. I would just forego the whole diorama idea because don't rush it. Just finish sugar and enter that. I think you'll actually do. I think it'll do well. You'll get some sort of a medal for her. You could probably get a gold medal for you know. If you don't, I'd be really surprised. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna add some hearts, but again, mine are purple, of course. I love them all. Finish stuff. Okay, yes. All right, we saw this. So Beeps and Boo finally, after about 2 years, I think it was. Beeps and Boo is one of my painters on Sundays. Finally showed the Big Mac. Now he actually made this. He kit bashes this stuff from various parts and things. I think he did a really good job. Well, didn't try any checks. I kid, but I really like it. No, you'll get something. I guarantee you will get something for that from Moonlight Minis. I think it's like one of those things I think everybody does. But the question is whether or not it's going to be a silver or gold. I'm not sure because I didn't really write my. I didn't count on me getting a gold from Moonlight Minis, honestly. It might qualify. I think it's going to be a gold, but so this is from Smart Goblin. What's it? If I finished a cake. Oh, I know this scenario. I get to play the scenario this is for. Smart Goblin wrote the scenario this is for. It's actually a Pathfinder Society official sanctioned scenario by Paizo. He wrote it. And yes, I get to play this, and I do know the whole context of the cake in the box. That's freaking cool. I wish he had it down when we were playing. You had to transport it. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna look at this because I'm missing the last part of the name. It is. Oh, it's that of Michael Hoy. His work is very stellar. That is just gorgeous. Like the highlighting on the gem and all that. I like love the face. Oh, let's see. This is really cool. And it's a team. Definitely a team. You can definitely see a lot of similarities. I'll tell you what, this is definitely one of those things that is going to look better than the photographs are so zoomed in, like you can see the things with blending and whatnot, but when you pull back and you see it the way it's supposed to be, that's going to be amazing. And it's still pretty amazing even now. I love this. I absolutely love this. I love the contrast, so the hair really stands out, and he's got like, you know, highlights in the ends where the light hits it. I love just the whole thing is really cool. August complete works so far, so much to go. So this I know where that came from. That's from the Egyptian, that's definitely from the Egyptian expansion for Reaper, the last Reaper, I believe. The last Reaper Kickstarter. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. He did a really nice job on this. He could have blended that little section right there. It's the only thing that really sort of stands out. But the rest of it, I think, is really, really good. He had a little spot there, but no one's gonna see that. Sometimes it's also really it's hard to see those. That came out nice, 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 nice. He's come a long way in his painting skills. I know these are not from the Egyptian set. They gotta all be from for something, for one of his games. Lovely. I really love the hippopotamus. That is just great. More of complete. I think that's one of the little rock guys. I know it's one of the rock guys. I have those. I think this might be one of my favorite faces. There's actually like expression on that face. He did really good with the eyes. And really nice with the mustache. So, did a really good job on that. Cancun. Skeletals Cancus. Wow, he did a nice job. Now I said, don't forget, we also have the Muses challenge. What the hell is my challenge this month? Smogist. Oh, if you have dragons or anything dragons, chibis, frogist. Frogist. You got a frog? Paint a frog, frogist, in shades of gray. So if you get gray at all in any pieces, it counts. That's it for the whole. I'm gonna close out of this. Now let's see. What do I have? I do actually have. I have a couple work in progresses. I guess I can throw in this. In today's show and tell. I can just do the live version though. First of all, I'm gonna show. You didn't get pictures of these, which I'm kind of sad, but these probably need still a little more cleanup. I'm gonna show that. Where is my kitty? I didn't get very far on it though. It's probably in this section. I don't know why you put it in there. Okay, here's some of my work in progresses. Minus the blue tack. I didn't realize I left the blue tack on them. Okay, so first of all, these are from Cyanus. These are not work in progresses. These are this is the very styling. The eyes are very hard to see. At least on the little guy. The big guy I can pick him out. But basically, this is Octo, our another AnimeCon mascot, and what's that? Why did I say Chinner? Cyanus. Jesus Christ. He made these really awesome minis. He designed these and then printed them all. So I managed to snag one of each. How many Cyanus? How many AACs now have you done? I'm trying to remember. We have the alien, we have the pirate. What else did we have? We have the Stalin ones. What am I missing? I probably have them. So unfortunately for the little pirate dude, the sword broke. So that's why I haven't worked on him. I need to figure out what to do for the instead of that sword, because it's just gonna break. trying to think if I actually have one sitting on here. Also need to hang up Smart Goblin's Pokey Tool he brought me. If not, I might beg you to pay me. You've done 5. Okay, what else was there? There's those 3. What were the other 2? Remind me. I don't remember the other themes. If you remember. I stole one of each, and now I don't know where the other ones are. They might be on my other shelf. For 4. Oh, 4. Okay. Pirate, hero. Oh, you hero. Did you did both the hero and the villain, right? Alien and Top Hat. Alright, so I have 3 of the 4. I need to see if I can find the hero one. I know I always take one. Last year was the first time I ever got it done. Really good though. I'll tell you what's so good about these is they're so simple that they're perfect for, these are absolutely perfect for a paint and take that's an hour long. Like, people actually get them done. Then, the other thing I'm working on right now is I have Captain America. The new Captain America. He's in a set with this boy right here. I think they're like this in the box. A little Marvel Crisis Protocol. I can't fit them on my camera. So he's coming out pretty good. He's taken a lot longer than the other. This guy took me like a couple hours. The other one's taken me a lot longer. But he's almost there. I do need to do some more highlighting on these wings and such. But he is actually almost there. Maybe a little highlighting on the shield. And then just the base. That's of a 5 thing. And then the other one I started. You know what? Can you at some point get me the hero and villain? I have all the others. If you have the pirate one, I'll take the pirate one only because, but we need to do something to stabilize that sword because that sword is just, it is so easy, too easy to break, and I can't find it. So I started Derpy Cat. I think he's coming out pretty good. I think the eyes came out the way I wanted it. I did start doing a lot of the little lining of the stripes and to get the lighter blue in there. I started because I had the yellow. I did the eyes on the creepy crow thing. I don't remember what the crow's called. I have the whole set. So basically, this is from Impact Miniatures, and they have the whole set of the K-pop Demon Hunters and Derpy Tiger. Sussy. Oh, that's right, Sussy the crow. So they have the whole set. They have the three too, which I did not start those. My goal is to do them though. They're in here, and they're actually made out of clear, and where Derpy is actually gray. So they 3D print them. I want to do them all, and so I can have them in my case for the anime cons I do. But I'm happy with them so far. He needs some highlighting definitely on the dark blue. I haven't even done that yet. And of course I gotta do his teeth and the nose and things like that. But I'm really happy with how the eyes came out. So, alright, I think that's the majority of pretty much what I have for show and tell, personally. I've got the mini I gotta get back to the guy that's sitting here. The Minotaur, but I've already shown that off. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I guess it's time to... It's out. It is that time. Would you like a 1/6 scale Huntrix on a stage base, same models? How big is that? How big is one? That's still pretty big, isn't it? Or give me an equivalent of millimeters in there. 1/6 the size of the statue. That's still big. The statues are what? 5 feet? I think they're too bits too big. I want stuff that's like, this size. Maybe a little bigger. But that might still be too big. Otherwise, I love it. Because 1/6 the size of statues, the statues are full sized. I do think it's a little too big. So, huh. Alright, well, next time my thing will be. I updated this. I wonder why my stream name didn't update. 250 millimeters divided by. Oh my god, you should do that. 250 millimeters divided by 6. 6 times 4 is 24, so it'd be 10. So it'd be 41 plus millimeters. Alright, that might not be too huge, since I think like the giants are probably in that range, maybe a little bigger. Oh, the models are 250. Oh, you talk about 200. Oh, I see. Never mind. I'm sorry. How tall does that make? I still think that's going to be big. How big is that? 9 inches. That's gonna, that's a little big for what I'd want. That's almost the size of Maljakar. Maljakar is like a foot tall. Alright, who is streaming? See, the real brush guy. Dr. Rhino, that's a good one. Luna Bacon. Avila. They're doing the other side, which is for Cryo Cheese. Cryo Cheese. The painting streamers that I've got. Hey, anybody want to throw up Biku? But 3D printing, I can make them small. Oh, I mean, if you want to make me a fairly small version of them, yeah, I'd love it. They're really cool. Like, I love the figure. I do like K-pop Demon Hunters. I have watched it. They're so bad. Yeah, that's probably more. 4 inches is fine. That's probably more along the size of her. And the giants. Who knows when I will have time to paint it. So yeah, pirate, a hero, and I get it. I'm pretty sure I have the hero. I'll take a look and see if I got them. But I'm pretty sure I actually have them. So yeah, well, I didn't ask you for the Terras, sir. You just gave it to me. It's your fault. Hey, I got the octopus I got the alien octopus done, so there's hope for me yet. Alright, so where am I raiding? Alright, I'll take suggestions on raids. I'll go to somewhere I don't know. I'll trust that you're sending me somewhere cool. Otherwise, I'll probably go to the real brush guy. Let me see how long he's been streaming. Two hours. Yeah, he might be wrapping up. Cryo Cheese got a lot of people. I could do cryo cheese. Cryo cheese is awesome. But, someone, he's got 71 viewers. There's also Ren Temple, too. I said I'd probably do Dr. Rhino because he's got 25. Let's see how long he's been on. I'm not sure what he's doing, actually. He's not painting. I think he's actually drawing. I don't think he's... Well, maybe we will go there then. Oh yeah, he's doing art. Never mind. Alright, sure. Let's go to cryo cheese then. Alright. So, first of all, guys, thank you so much for being here. This is actually 12 people around now. That's great. It's over 10. That usually means I did something right. I have 10 people. No, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Glad you were all able to hang out with me. Unfortunately, we're not going to Baldy because, well, he's having fun at his neighborhood barbecue, which is great. I will... Oh my god, I can now say this. I will definitely be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Actually, I should do the raid first. Let's do, like, the usual thing. Or is I going to go to cryo cheese? Because I know cryo cheese is usually around for a bit. Alright, so, first of all, I'll be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, Saturdays, at least for the time until I run into a convention again, which will happen in September. Saturdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Hey, hi Smart Goblin! Welcome to the stream. You missed it. I'm glad I'm back, though. I really am glad I'm back. I really did miss streaming. And it wasn't all happy stuff, and, you know, but I'm really glad to be back. I'm really happy to be working on Scanlan to get Vox Machina finished. I'll also be on tomorrow night on Murder Hobo Inc. We are still finishing the campaign. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more sessions. I could be wrong though. That's at, what time is it? 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube under Murder Hobo Inc. or M Hobo Inc. All the episodes are up. They're 2 hours a piece, so they're a little friendlier than Crit Roll's length, and lots of shenanigans abound. So, fun times. Like I said, it's really good to see you. It was good to see you. I was thinking, Smart Goblin, that you weren't on. I was kind of bummed. I was like, oh, we're doing this stuff. All that August, glorious August stuff, and I can't ask him. He's not here. Alright. Until next time, I pass across right here at the Painting Tavern. I hope life is wonderful and happy painting. Didn't make it.